Hey everybody, thank you for coming back. We have another good conversation here that we wanted to talk about. What are we talking about today?
Child support.
Child support. Okay, we're about to get into it, guys, right now.
Don't talk about it like you're crazy. You know damn well I can't replace you. Just say what you mean. Don't waste your time being
Today's
mad at me.
topic,
Say
we are
what,
going to be
say
talking
what
about
you mean. Say
celebrities
what you
and
mean.
some of the cases that
Do
they're
again.
going through with child support and alimony with their wives. And it's very interesting, and we felt it was very important to talk about. So, the first celebrity, hit the drum line, please. Jessie Williams. So, it says Jessie Williams' child support payment to ex-wife reduced by more than 30K. Right? So, it says after recently settling a child custody dispute between himself and his wife, Erin Drake Lee, actor Jessie Williams scores a victory when a judge lowers his child support payments to the mother of his children. According to The People, the request by Grey's Anatomy Williams to have his child support payments to his ex-wife reduced has been granted. A judge has temporarily modified Williams' monthly child support payments down to $6,413. Prior to the judge's ruling, the 40-year-old actor was giving Drake Lee $40,000 in child support on a monthly basis. The reduction was granted after the actor's financial status changed after his departure from Grey's Anatomy. Williams reported a significant change in income within the paperwork he filed on December 20th, 2021, just 6 months after leaving the show in May of 2021. He had been part of the drama for 12 seasons as Dr. Jackson Avery. TMZ has reported that Williams, who is currently starring in the Broadway production of Take Me Out, is reportedly being paid $1,668 per week. Last month, according to People, the formerly married couple agreed to continue to share legal custody of both their children, Sadie 8 and Maceo 6.
Wait. So is that like we speaking of joint custody? Like they have
Yes,
equal
50-50.
50-50? Great. Okay, continue. I got a lot to say
Very
about this.
interesting, right? After appearing in Los Angeles County Superior Court, the judge didn't honor the request by Williams to adjust his custodial schedule to a 2-2-5-5 plan. Under this arrangement, the children would spend 2 days with one parent, then the next 2 days with the other, then 5 straight days with the first parent, and then 5 days with the second one. The request was due to Williams' schedule in the Broadway production of Take Me Out, which opened April 4th. The actor filed for divorce in 2017 after being married for 5 years and being together for 13 years. According to TMZ, the former couple settled in 2020. Williams agreed to pay her
Stop.
$50,629 a month in child support until October 2019, and after that the amount went down to $40,000 a month.
Okay, that's enough. Stop reading this. That's enough, y'all.
That's it.
No. $50,000 a month in child support.
Yeah, so it went from 50,000, then it was reduced to 40,000 when he first got off the show. Now that he's on Broadway, he's not making that money like he was making on Grey's Anatomy. He is making, what did they say?
One thousand
1600?
six hundred and $1,668 a week. And even with his current child support at $6,400, I believe $18, that's he's working for child support. Literally, what is it? $6,413. He's working for child
Yeah.
support.
So what is that? If you do 16, let me see, times 4 to see how much he's making a month. I don't even know if that's $6,000. Let me see. So that comes out to $6,672 that he's making a month off
Well,
of his weekly income on Broadway, and he has to pay how much for child support?
$6,413, which means after taxes he has nothing. Literally.
About $200.
He don't even have that.
Yeah, not even that.
After taxes, he don't have that.
So
he's borrowing money. He's homeless.
That's why he's looking like that.
Picture.
Let me go ahead and go back to this picture.
That explains that picture.
Let's go back to this. Hold on.
He's homeless. That's all that man has to his name right now is that jacket, which that looks like a work jacket.
That looks like something he got from the thrift store.
Yeah, it looks like a work jacket. That's all that man. But she has no reason. What is she wearing?
And she was getting $50,000 at one point, and she couldn't even. Let me stop.
This is a $600,000 a year woman dressing like this, and I'm gonna assume with that type of money, she doesn't have a job. He is her job. She's not even in shape. She's doing nothing.
What does she need $50,000 a month for?
Just so she can keep him on the street? Just because? But I guess this is more of a deeper situation.
It's got to be because he's got 50-50 child. He's got child custody. He's taking care of his children 50% of the time, but he's paying. Why? Why isn't she paying for the time when the kids are with him? I don't understand. Is it because she's not working and he's the only one that's working, so he's responsible for her even though they're not married?
Listen.
Anymore?
This is how child support needs to work. If he's being ordered or the judge decides that a child needs $600,000 a year to survive, then the mother should be responsible for half of the income since they have joint custody. I believe in those situations where people have full custody that may apply. But they have equal custody. So if there's a financial thing, whatever it is, it's split down the middle. But with these whole child support cases, the fathers are responsible for all the medical, any assistance these people sign up for. It's all on the guy. So I don't understand why this man is working and everything he owns. Is that a green blanket that he has wrapped around him?
It's a part of his jacket. Because you see it on his elbow also.
I thought
it's just an ugly.
Bro, that's how you know he's on bad times.
Ugly jacket.
This man's on bad times right now.
He doesn't look too happy. He really doesn't. But she looks like she's chilling. She got them shades on. She in the warmth. He look like he in the cold outside. It's not funny. Bro. So I don't understand. Okay, so there can be the argument that, well, they're his kids too, so they should be accustomed to a certain lifestyle. If their father is living a certain lifestyle, then the kids should be able to have that lifestyle because they're his kids. Okay.
What?
I can get that argument. What? I can. However, if you're separated, if you're divorced, they can get that lifestyle with their daddy when they're over there 50% of the time. There's no reason why he has to make sure that the mom is still living that lifestyle. She's an adult, so she can stand on her own 2 feet. She could be a big girl. Whatever life she could provide for them kids on her end, that's what she can do. But to be paying $50,000 a month is outrageous.
He should be paying $50,000
just because it's based on his income. That doesn't mean that needs to go in her house. That just means when the kids go to his house, they're going to be living an extravagant lifestyle.
I want to know who signed this court order. What's the judge's name? Who in their right mind? The judge probably wouldn't pay $50,000 a month what I don't get is that he acquired success. He's the actor. He's the one working 17 hours a day, 6 days a week, or whatever their schedule is. So I feel like if those benefits or that's the lifestyle that she wanted, then she should have stayed with him. Because once you walk out of the door, so does that money. You don't get to take half of what this man's making or pretty much all of his income. But $50,000 a month is ludicrous. Now, if he had to pay that, everything that is being used, that money is being used for, they should have to show proof that it's going towards a child. If not, it needs to be put into a savings account for the children. Too many women, after the children turn 18, in some states it's 21, too many children have nothing Especially in what happened with Dwayne Wade's situation? I think his baby mama was getting like $25,000 a month, but she's like standing outside with a sign saying that Dwayne Wade left me homeless or whatever that situation was. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that you're getting that type of money, and when it's all over with, you have nothing. This has got to stop. People have weaponized and turned child support into a business, and the courts don't oversee anything about it. Nothing. The women can ask for, or the custodial parent. Let me say it that way, because there are some, women that are paying child support. Ask Halle Berry about it. She clearly said that she didn't feel like it was fair that she's having to pay. What was she paying a month?
Speaking of Halle Berry, we do have that story up here as well, where here it is from Vanity Fair. There's Halle Berry. I'll go ahead and read it. So it says Halle Berry may be dutifully paying $16,000 a month in child support to her ex Gabriel Aubrey to help with the cost of raising her 12-year-old daughter, Nala. But the actor made it very clear on Instagram that she's not at all happy about the situation. Berry posted a quote to her Instagram account on Saturday that read, "Women don't owe you shit."
What? No.
Sparking a heated debate in the comment section about traditional gender roles and expectations. The actor reportedly replied in a since deleted comment writing, "It takes great strength every day sick to pay it, and BTW,
by the way,
it's wrong and it's extortion." When asked by another fan if she thinks that men paying alimony and child support is also wrong, Berry added, "I'm not going to speak on alimony as I have never asked for it, nor have I ever paid it. However, as for child support, I feel I can speak on it as I've been paying it for a decade now."
Oh my goodness.
So Halle Berry is paying $16,000 a month in child support, and she's very upset about that. Understandably so. If I was put on child support for $16,000, I'd be mad too. I'd be mad if it was for $50,000.
I don't even care. I don't care if she's paying $1,000. I don't appreciate her saying women don't owe you shit.
No, I appreciate it because I love that we can flip it around and we can say men don't owe you shit. You know what I'm saying? Men don't owe you shit, and guess what? It is extortion. I feel like women shouldn't do it to men, and men shouldn't be able to do it to women. At the end of the day, it is extortion. She's absolutely right. But not only do women not owe you shit, but men don't owe you shit either. So that needs to stop.
Now, what I find strange is all these modern women running around, independent women, but as soon as a child is involved, they turn into traditional women and run the court and put these men on child support. So I find that funny that that's what's going on in society. Y'all traditional then when you go on child support court, but you modern everywhere else.
And let's not forget, let's not leave out the fact that some of you women be lying just so that you can make them benefits stick. Y'all go up in the courthouse and tell the judge all type of lies to make the man just look horrible. And half the time it's not even true. It's not fair. It's unjust. And honestly, if you think about it, it's really destroying the family than anything. It's not helping anyone. I honestly believe that it's just a tactic for the government to make more money. Call it a conspiracy theory if you want. Because, come on, when you think about the whole women's movement, the government was happy to allow that. Do you want to know why?
Why is that?
Because there's money, more money. If women are out in the workforce, that means that's more taxes the government can take out. Women going to school, taking out all these loans, getting in debt, that's more money for the government and the businesses to capitalize off of. More so the banks.
Good point.
And yeah, it's ridiculous. So that's more money. Not only that, it's more money for the companies. If you guys are all living in separate houses, guess what? That's twice the furniture you gotta buy, twice the appliances, twice everything, washer, dryer, everything. Guess what? Twice the rent. Everybody is getting paid but you and your family. And as a woman, you may sit there and think, oh, you know what? Well, I'm good. I'm getting this child support. But I think it's just very selfish. It's very selfish not to think about how it's affecting the man and how it silences the man, because it gives the woman so much control. We have so much control in these situations. Let's be honest. The courts are happy to give us whatever we want as long as we are willing to throw our men under the bus and make them look bad. And it's been a narrative that has been going on for far too long, and we need to stop it. And I'm going to be the first one to say here, I'm grateful that this conversation has started. I know in our last video we did shout out to Kevin Samuels. If you guys don't know about his channel, please go check him out. You could learn a lot. The point that I wanted to make was I'm glad that the tables have finally turned and the roles are being flipped. It's time to call out these women. It's time to call us out. It's time to hold us accountable for our actions and for how messed up these kids are.
Well, I will say that if you're dating a guy that's, that's in the streets, he don't have a job, he lives at home with his mama, he don't plan on. I'm not talking about guys because you stay at home with your mama because you're going through something, you're working on getting out. But if he lives at home with his mother, and you see that, he's not trying to do anything, and then you have a baby from him, it doesn't make sense to me that you chose an irresponsible male. And then now, because you have the state behind you or the government behind you, you want to force him into being a father. And even in those situations, what happened is these men end up in and out of prison. And that's not helping the situation at all. Like, you chose this irresponsible male. You chose him. So all of the consequences that come from it, accept it. Why are you running down there putting this man on child support? Because he wasn't helping. He didn't have anything when you met him. He had nothing. Nothing but a good stroke is all that man had. And if it's too good, that means he has too much time on his hand. So that's like true. Like, for real, those guys that stay home all day, they can knock a girl down with no problem. And those be the women, they're for real, the women run after those dudes. But the guys that they say are boring or bland or whatever situation, is because we have jobs.
Yeah, and another thing for the women who want to say that these men, they don't have nothing, they don't do nothing. What do you have? What are you doing? Because you're sitting here talking about your man or your baby dad. He don't got a job. He's this, he's that. Well, what do you have? Are you working at the same McDonald's as him? Are y'all working together and you talking down on him? Like, why are you so judgmental towards the man but not on yourself? Why don't you hold yourself accountable?
Oh, whoa, I have a good question. Since you're filing for child support and the person that files is the custodial and the person who's paying is non-custodial, I just thought about something. The weirdest thing is you're going, and I'm speaking of the cases where the non-custodial is the more responsible one. Why do you get custody of the child just because you filed first? And you need all of this assistance on top of it. Not only do you need money from the father, but you need help from the state and everything else. Why doesn't the father just get the child in that situation, or the non-custodial, and the filer, the custodial one, is the one that's put on child support? Because clearly they're unfit. I don't understand how there's women living in basements or staying with their parents or whatever the situation is, and they have the children. But the men may have their own places and they're paying child support. Why didn't the courts just give the kids
right?
to the father?
If he has the money and you're the one that's filing, let's just say, because we all know the statistics, 75 to 80% of women are the ones that are filing for divorce. We're the ones that are breaking up our families. So I think that's a good point. So if you're the one that wants to break up your family, then you need to move around. Let him keep the children. You get put on child support so you can go live your life. Because you're the one that broke the vows. You're the one that's breaking up the family. He shouldn't have to pay for something that you're doing. You should pay. You should feel those consequences. Because you want to go out there and make it on your own and be Miss Independent, or you want to go ahead and jump on all the you can. Go ahead, but leave the kids out of it and leave him out of it. Okay? That's all I got to say about it. I think that's a good point, because that's not fair.
Well, we always hear, I'm doing me. I'm happy. You do you. That's all we ever hear. And if you do anything, the crazy part is it doesn't matter how long you're with a female. Typically, you could be with this woman 20 years, walk out the door, and she could have never had a job, and she gonna run right down to the courts if there's any children involved and take money from you and will drag your name across the mud just so she can get more money. That's it. That's all this is about. Like, this is turned into a business. You want my solution to the situation? I think you get one. I think if you have the first baby and you're wanting help from the government, they should say, okay, cool, we'll help you as long as you stay on birth control. That's it. As long as you stay on birth control, you don't bring any more children into this world right now without marriage, then we'll help you. I think once you make that second mistake and you keep doing these things, I think they should just bow out because you're making bad mistakes. You keep making babies. You literally keep making babies, and I don't really understand that, but some women have kind of learned the system. They learn that they can get more money out of 3 baby daddies, different baby daddies, than just one. So they're like, I can get 20% from each one.
Yeah.
And then that's the business. That's the business. So it's like she don't have a job. Her job is making sure they pay their child support. Or baby mama support. And then you see all these kids running around. They don't have nice shoes. Their hair isn't done. The son's hairs aren't cut. But the mother, oh, she got her nails done. The baby dad, the new boyfriend has the child support card. He got shopping with the card.
Let's be honest, ladies.
Y'all know
Let's
y'all
be
doing.
honest. Tell the truth.
That's what you're doing.
And I know the truth hurts. And I know it's hard to hold yourself accountable. It's so easy to just be like, oh, woe is me. Everyone feel bad for me. He did this. He did that. But girl, stop sitting up there acting like you so perfect. Let's be honest here, okay? And push the like button if you guys know somebody who's done that. Know someone in your family, someone in your friends, or even if you've done it before. Come on, let's be real. It's not okay. It's not fair because guess what? Especially if you have boys. Because think about it, you don't want the same thing to happen to them.
Guys, it's time for us to start leveling the playing field. Start putting our baby mamas on child support. And maybe when enough of them are paying child support, they'll stop running to court and we can sit down like adults and have conversations. We still got to hold ourselves accountable because we choose these women. And this has gone on long enough.
If you enjoyed the conversation, comment below. Let us know what you guys think.
Until next time, peace.
If you guys don't know about his channel, please go check him out. You can learn a lot. But do you know what I was talking about?
Space. A whole lot of space. Blah 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 blah. Cameras.